Hi, this is JD Wilder, and I'm going to be here today reading your tarot cards. Yay! I was doing a little bit of a meditation beforehand, and a couple of things that I got, I'll just share really quick. I got they need help speaking up for what they need, and then there's this song that was important called Blame by The Maine. And so Google it if you're like resonating with that. But it's easier if I'm the one you blame for everything, for every single memory in your brain. So I don't know if that resonates with you right now, but it sounds like there's something about speaking up, and maybe you feel like you're being put in a corner. I also got, we are doing so well. So that's good. We are doing so well. So it sounds like you're going through some interesting stuff right now. But let's see what happens in the cards. Let's see what happens in the cards today. I'm excited to be here with you all. I hope you're doing well. Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay. Alright, so if you've been here before, then you know that my spread is pretty simple and straightforward. I'm laughing because my partner says that a lot. Simple, straightforward. It's like very much a go-to phrase. So the spread is simple and straightforward. The top card is our conscious mind. So what's at the top of the mind, tippy top of the mind. The unconscious is the bottom card. Oh, wow. I think they're ready to go here. The unconscious is I'm actually going to set that aside because I haven't even called forth the guides. So hold on a minute. There's a process. Gosh, what was I saying? Okay. In my conscious is the top card. What's at the top of mind? Unconscious is the bottom card. What is in your dream state mind? What is beneath the surface? What your intuition knows is there, but perhaps hasn't quite caught up with your conscious mind, which these readings are meant to demystify that, to put you back on the right direction, on the path for the highest good of all. And then there's an overall energy card. So I'll get some insight into what kind of the general direction of where we're going in your mind with overall energy, and then get a deeper dive into the conscious, unconscious. Keep in mind, there's also an advice card that's pulled. If I need clarification, I will pull from another deck. And let's just go. Let's fly. Let's fly. Interesting. I don't usually say that. Let's fly. So spirit guides are the highest truth and compassion. What is it that this collective of beautiful individuals needs to know today for the highest good of all? Let's do it. All right. Wow. Okay. So in your conscious mind, you got the King of Pentacles, which you've gotten that before with me. And the Ten of Swords in the unconscious. Interesting. And your overall energy is the Page of Cups. Okay. Okay. So let me just sit with this for a second. Okay, so immediately what I'm drawn into right now, I go by vibes, okay? So I know it may make logical sense to go with the overall energy card first, but I feel the need to speak about this bottom card first, which I think is interesting because the message I had gotten beforehand was they need help speaking up for what they need. So maybe we need to address this first, okay? In your unconscious, we have the Ten of Swords. And immediately from the spread, the first thing I was drawn to was this kind of pinky, rosy red sky.
it feels like kind of like love. I'm getting the sense of love, like they're, now this isn't necessarily a relationship read, but take it as it resonates. Whatever's at the top of your mind is going to be what this is about, because you know you best. There is no one else that knows you better than you know you, okay? What I'm getting, though, I'm very much drawn to this rosy pink color. And when I think of this color, I think of unconditional love. I think of like affection, love. I think of, I'm trying to figure out a way to describe this kind of love, because it's not necessarily just romantic love. It's unconditional love. It's like the love that we all deserve. It's the love that, for example, I don't know if everyone here likes puppies, but I mean, there's a lot of people in this world that like puppies and kittens, or babies. The feeling that one would receive when seeing a baby, whatever, baby child, baby bunny, baby puppy, baby kitty, there's something that happens inside of us where it's like we connect back to our most inner self, like our inner child, like just our self. And that feeling that we get, at least the feeling that I know I get, I'm going to speak for myself here, okay? Because you need to speak for yourself too. That's what this whole message is about. The feeling that I get when I see, for example, this adorable baby bunny that lives very close to my apartment is just pure love. It's unfiltered love. And so I feel like that type of love is what we're talking about. Okay? So like, that's not necessarily romantic. It's just what it is. I hope that makes sense to you. And if it doesn't, maybe ask a question in the comments and we can have a discussion about it. Because this stuff is hard to describe, which is why there are a lot of tarot readers and a lot of writers in this world and a lot of movie makers in this world. We're trying to understand these things, right? Okay, so enough of that. But basically, I'm getting the theme of unconditional love. I'm going to write that down. So this is in your subconscious. So perhaps, and with the Ten of Swords, so with this card too, the other thing I'm drawn to is this person running away. And this kitty cat is in distress. I'm going to say that they're in distress, because when kitty cats look like that, they've been pushed to their limit. Not cool, dude. Like, I don't know what happened, but this kitty cat is basically saying, I feel terror right now. I feel very not good, and I need to feel safe, okay? Like, we are past fear, we've moved into terror. So, I don't know that necessarily this person is the reason. For some reason, I'm getting the feeling today that they are. I'm getting the feeling that they are. When I pull this card, there have been times where I haven't gotten that feeling. There was one time I pulled this card. If you had seen the reading, it doesn't matter. This was someone I felt was actually going for help. But today, I feel perhaps they have a little something to do with the distress that this witch is in. Not saying that they put every single one of the 10 swords in their back, but something tells me that they had a little something to do with where things are at in this situation. And this feather falling is like, this is the last straw. That's the message I'm getting. This is the last straw. I've had it. Some of the messages coming through are, I can't believe this person did this. I can't believe
this happened. I can't believe this happened to me. I can't believe, fill in the blank. Why is this happening to me? Why do I feel like I'm always in a state of survival? These are some of the things I'm getting, okay? So there is in your unconscious, which is wanting to be brought to the surface, this feeling of wanting to find a way out, wanting to find a way out of conflict, wanting to find a way to unconditional love. Okay? Yeah. And I really love how in this card, in some of the Ten of Swords, it can be a little bit more dismal. I love that this witch, they're still conscious and they're wanting to pick up their broom and they're wanting to move forward. So that is what I'm getting from this unconscious card, is the feeling of kind of hitting an end and reaching for unconditional love. Okay? So that's pretty good, in my opinion. I mean, I know 10 swords in your back isn't that great, but knowing what you want, knowing that it's unconditional love, that's something you can give to yourself. And so there's hope. So I'll say that. Now, in your conscious mind, we have the King of Pentacles. So we have received this card for you in the recent past in the exact same position. So let me take a look to see if there's anything else that really sticks out to me. And immediately, the first thing that sticks out to me today, the flower lei necklace on this cow and these leaves on the king's pants. So I'm getting something is beginning, something is sprouting. You know what's interesting? I'm really drawn to see, I know, so in Hawaiian culture, there's a lei that's worn, and I want to understand why that's, what is the significance of a lei? And please write it in the comments if you have more understanding of it. So let's see, a lei necklace, particularly in Hawaii, holds significant cultural meaning, symbolizing love, unconditional love, respect, and appreciation, and aloha. It's a way to greet, celebrate, honor, or simply show warmth and connection. Yes, okay, so this is very much in alignment with what we're talking about. Unconditional love, respect. Yes, respect. Respect is heavy here. So perhaps we'll look at the overall energy in a second, but just from this unconscious card, maybe there was something that occurred that triggered disrespect and the need to evaluate how you are receiving unconditional love. That is what I am getting here, is the need to evaluate how you are receiving unconditional love. And my monitor just kind of like totally went black. So I wonder if that is a message that really wants to come out, but there's maybe an energy around that is not wanting you to hear it. So pay attention to that, not to cause any alarm at all. You are safe. Just being aware of your surroundings and feeling, do you feel safe? Do you feel you can trust the people that you are with most of the time? Just things to consider. So, okay, yeah, I think that I got what I needed from this King of Pentacles here. Now, in your overall energy, we have the Page of Cups. And what's interesting is I'm really drawn, I'm going to actually read a little bit out of the book for this one because I think something needs to be said for it. But what I'm really drawn to here are all of the paints and kind of the messiness going on. Like, this is just the reading I have for today, okay? This is the message I'm getting. This page is working on a project, and they are not being considerate of the people, the kitty cat that needs something behind them. They're not being respectful of their, I'm thinking of the lay here because of the clothing, respectful of what they hold dear, the things that tie them to their society and their family and the moral values. Wow, I'm getting a lot just from that. So that's what I'm getting here. But let's look at the message in this book, because I do think that something needs to be said. And these cards are from the Everyday Witch Tarot by Deborah Blake. So, Page of Cups. Alright. Let inspiration flow is a message. Embrace creativity, learn new skills, open up to joy. You're never too old to be young at heart. Interesting. The Page of Cups is all about youthful enthusiasm for something new, a new craft, a new adventure, a new love. Of course, you don't have to be young in years to have this kind of crazy carried away feeling. Mind you, sometimes this kind of impetuous appetite for life can get the poor page into trouble. Interesting. So you might need to be a little patient, or you could go along for the ride and maybe learn something new. Things to consider. In a reading, the pages often represent young people in our lives. Oh, okay. I'm laughing because maybe I'm getting some energy from you guys like, oh my god, yes, my child. A lot of mess is happening. A lot of disrespect is happening. They're not respecting the clothing I buy them. They're not respecting the room that I've given them, or the things that I've given them. Help me figure out how to speak to my child. It's like kind of what I'm getting. But that might not be it for all of you. Sorry, you make me laugh. I like the energy that I'm getting. It's very playful. All right, so or students, it says inner reading, the pages often represent young people in our lives, our children or students. So maybe some of you guys are teachers, for instance, but they can also stand for a certain frame of mind. Are you someone who is constantly running from one new enthusiasm to another? It's easier if I'm the one you blame. That's coming in my head again. You may be the Page of Cups. Are you someone who is constantly running from one new enthusiasm to another? Either you or someone in your life. Is that resonating for you? Pay attention to that. My left hand is getting very hot. So that tells me, it always tells me receive. Whenever my left hand gets hot, it's like, so the way that I work with my spirituality is if my right side is sounding, like if I hear anything in my right ear, or if I'm feeling any sensation in my hand or my feet on my right side, that's my masculine energy. On my left side is feminine energy. Feminine energy, we all have feminine and masculine energy. With feminine energy, it's about receiving. And I'm getting which I have a really hard time with. So maybe receive, be open to receiving this message maybe, or be open to looking at the situation a little bit differently. Anyway, so are you someone who is constantly running from one new enthusiasm to another? Maybe you may be the Page of Cups, or someone you know. If so, you may want to ask yourself if this approach is working for you or not. Have you been stuck in a rut? Then maybe the Page of Cups is just what you need to give you a push in a new direction. Okay. All right, you guys. So this is giving me a really good understanding of what the energy is. We've got, you are an authority figure of some kind. That is how I'm feeling when I'm reading all three of these cards. You are an authority figure of some kind, and you have presented your class or your pupils or your children's with the guidelines, right? I always love it in classes when before we even begin, like, to get to know each other, there are guidelines. I feel like that should be in government. Let's talk about respect. Let's talk about honesty. Let's talk about accountability. Like, why do we have all these things? I'm asking, like, rhetorically, but I'm also being guided to, like, sort of, like, share a response. And that response would be reciprocity. Equal give and take. Good relationships. Good bonds. Social equilibrium. Do you have any more? Write them down. Write them down. I know I'm not the only one thinking these things. Put them in the comments. Let's talk about it. So, I'm getting the vibe now that you are some kind of an authority figure. You've established the guidelines. Something happened that has broken the boundary of the guidelines, or has tiptoed over the guidelines, or has butted up against the guidelines, or has come very close. Either come very close or totally just bulldoze the guidelines, okay? And this is your position right now, but you know that unconditional love is the answer, and you're reaching from your broom already. You're like, okay, yep, this is happening again, but we know what to do. We can do this. I'm the authority figure. I know how to put the train back on the track. Yeah. And so I think that my initial read of this is in alignment with what's happening here. I was drawn to these paints and the messiness, kind of the disrespect of the space. Like, just something tells me this page is not cleaning this up. You know what I mean? And this kitty cat is looking at the page like, dude, you're kind of not respecting my home. So maybe that resonates for you. You're not respecting my land. You're not respecting my community. You're not respecting the place that I go to work, the place that I go to seek solace. Okay? Take it as it resonates. Yeah. Okay. So we've got a lot of advice cards. I'm going to flip over the first one. I'm just going to flip over all of them. Let's just flip over all of them. Knight of Pentacles. We got Knight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Wow. Okay. Interesting. So I'm just reading this energy really quick here. Okay. So what I'm getting is this Knight of Pentacles. There's a lot of, and actually in this reading in general, we got Pentacles, we got Cups, we got Swords. We got more Pentacles. So the majority of which is Pentacles, which tells me that we're looking for some grounding and some stability in an issue or situation that has occurred, okay? And this Knight of Pentacles is a part of the advice with the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is all about working together. And the Knight of Pentacles is coming in, I'm getting coming in hot with an offer, coming in hot with a negotiation. That just came in. Coming in hot with a plea, coming in hot with a proposal. A proposal. Not a marriage. I'm not talking about a marriage proposal, okay? If that's resonating for you, if that's at the top of your mind, that's you and that's your life. And congratulations if that's the case. I hope that's what you want. But the reading that I'm getting right now, the energy I'm getting, is a proposal, a different way of doing things in a collaborative environment that is not romantic. That is not necessarily romantic, okay? And this, again, these little rowdy leaves here. Something is beginning. Something, and then the movement. There's also, I have to say, this was also the advice, is Eight of Wands, the movement. Things are changing. Things are happening quickly. He's moving in. He's moving in fast. He's got his tool belt. He's got his kitty cat. He's got his resource. And he's like, all right, we're on the move. We're on the move. We know what to do. And the Eight of Wands is confirmation that things are happening quickly. Yeah. And we've got teamwork. Coming in hot with a proposal offer to collaborate, to find common ground, to negotiate. To inspire each other, to lean on each other, to embrace unconditional love. Again, not romantic, unconditional love. Talking about unconditional love. If that means, if you're like, what the hell does that mean? Maybe just start thinking about it. Like, what would that mean to you? If you have no idea what that means, that's a great place to start. And I would start thinking about if you looked up the definition, or however you do things, or maybe in your mind it just like comes in, well, it kind of means like this. Maybe write it down, explore it. Like, find what that means for you, okay? But what I'm getting is this offer is a way to have even ground, and or this proposal negotiation, it's not coming in hot with my sword ready to attack. It's coming in hot with unconditional love. The flavor is yours to decide, okay? Because it's your situation and it's your life, and you know you best. To work together, to make something different. Because what's happening right now is going against the rules, the guidelines that we have established to create social equilibrium, social synergy, to create forward movement. Like, I'm not talking about my way is better than your way, right? It's easier. It's not about blame, like that song. It's not about blame. It's about moving forward to create progress for something better, for a better world, for a better community. So take that as it resonates, okay, you guys? This one is like really intense. I'm really proud of you guys, okay? I'm really proud of you because this is hard. This is really hard. It's hard to... It is hard to... Oh, hi, Billy. Billy's here to say you're doing a great job. She loves you. You're doing a great job, she says. You're kicking ass! And she also actually wants me to pull from this awesome, cool little oracle I got. I was at a bookstore and they had a Pride section. Happy Pride, by the way. Love, 100 ways to make you sparkle. I'm trying to find the author's name, and it's maybe a collective of individuals, but this is the box. So, alright. What was I going to say? It's hard, and I'm proud of you guys that you are looking at this. This shit is hard. These are hard things to deal with. That's why there are so many of us in this world with expertise in what we know, is so that we can help each other to create a better world, okay? And I am going to just pull a couple of these because these are like nice little nuggets of love. And we're talking about love today. We're talking about unconditional love today. We're talking about loving ourselves today. We're talking about loving our communities today. We're talking about loving what we stand for today, who we are, how we show up, what we do for each other, the shit that matters to us, right? I am fired up today, you guys. You are firing me up. Wow. I'm getting a lot of spunk from you guys today. This one wants to come out. All right, I'm going to pull just like a couple. Just a couple. Just a couple. All right, Spirit, what do we got? For the highest good of the collective, what do they need to hear today related to this? What do they need to hear today? La, 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 la. Don't play the blame game. That's what I heard. Don't play the blame game. Clean up your side of the street. Come in with integrity. Come in hot with integrity. Show them who you are. Show them how things work that way. As soon as one person does it, it creates a ripple effect for everyone else to do the same. It comes back to you. All right. Numero uno. I am grateful for the things that I have. Yes. I am grateful for the things that I have. Ooh, I am confident in the presence of others. Yes, I am confident in the presence of others. That can unconditional love. That's a practice of unconditional love. When things go wrong, that's what gives us strength. My mind, body, and soul are fit and strong. Hell yeah, they are. Hell yeah, they are. And I choose happiness for my day. Yay! I think that was also, what was it? We are doing so well. We are. We're doing great. If you're here able to watch this, I think that's good. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, your energy, your love, your support, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.